Welcome to Future Link Interview with Brad Smith, an interview podcast unlike any other. Here, we don't just look back at legendary stories, we link them to the future. We connect the wisdom of trailblazers with the dreams of tomorrow's leaders, exploring how perseverance, faith, and greatness shape lives that inspire generations. In this episode, we're honored to feature Chad Lewis, BYU Cougars icon, three-time NFL Pro Bowler with the Philadelphia Eagles, author of Surround Yourself with Greatness, motivational speaker, and now Senior Associate Athletic Director, helping build the next era of BYU Athletics. From walking on at BYU after his mission in Taiwan, to starring in the unforgettable 1996 Cotton Bowl season under LaVell Edwards, to clutch plays that took the Eagles to the Super Bowl, Chad's journey is a masterclass in turning obstacles into triumphs. What sets this conversation apart? We did it in a completely fresh way, a non-linear interview. I sent Chad questions via text. He recorded authentic, heartfelt video responses whenever and wherever fit his life. No rigid schedule, just real stories unfolding naturally. Then, I followed up based on his answers, layering in deeper insights. We've now edited it all into this seamless, powerful, long-form episode. It's flexible, fun, and revealing, letting Chad's wisdom on mental toughness, family is the ultimate Super Bowl, faith through adversity, and the bright future of Cougar Athletics shine through. Whether you're a diehard BYU fan, an aspiring athlete, or someone chasing greatness in your own life, Chad's words will link your present to a stronger future. So, let's dive in. Here's Chad Lewis. To start, introduce yourself and tell us about your current role at BYU.
Hey Brad, what's up? This is Chad Lewis. I'm the director of the fundraising team for the athletic department here at BYU. I love it. I've been here for 15 years. Before that, I played football for the Philadelphia Eagles and had a blast. Andy Reid was my coach, greatest dude ever. So here I am at BYU. I love it. Look forward to incredible, great things in the future. This year already has been incredibly successful with the football team. 12-win season. We just won the bowl game. The basketball team's rolling right now. Our soccer team went on quite a run. I was able to work with the women's volleyball team this year. We got in the tournament. Our cross-country teams did very well. Women, they were runner-up. They've had an outstanding run. Everything. So thrilled to be here. Thrilled to have this interview with you. Let's talk. Boom.
Wow, fundraising is hard, but it is probably fun to do at BYU. What inspired you as a kid growing up in Orem, Utah to dream of playing football for BYU? And how did walking onto the team after your mission shape your work ethic?
So Brad, here I am at the top of the Y hike. Everyone should do this hike at least once in their life. It's only a mile. Come on up here. Don't you go shy on me. Your question, how important was it for me to walk on to BYU, and what did that teach me throughout my life? Oh man, it was one of the greatest gifts of my life to be a walk-on, to learn how to push and struggle and fight, especially when the odds are against you and there's other people faster, stronger, better looking, more talented, and you just gotta put one foot in front of the other. That's what I did. I had a support crew of my family and friends that were amazing, and I prayed like crazy and I worked like crazy, and it worked. I love my coaches. LaVell Edwards was amazing. All the other coaches, I loved them, and had such a great experience playing football at BYU. But it taught me that life is going to be a battle. Everyone's a walk-on, and nothing should be handed to us. Christ gives us the greatest message for 2026 when he said at least 100 times in the Bible and every other scripture, Book of Mormon, don't be afraid, do not fear, believe in me, trust in me. And I think that's the message for this year for me. It's gonna be a great year, but it's what we make of it. It's what I make of it. And I just think the evil forces that stir up insurrection or stir people to want to assassinate the president of the United States or Charlie Kirk, or socialism growing in different places in America, that's whacked. But that's not going away. And so what can we do? We can be more faithful. We can be more charitable, more giving, more loving. We could recognize other people's talents more. Those are all things that I learned as a walk-on and as a missionary. And great question. Hope it was a good answer. And I invite everyone who ever listens to this at any time in history to come hike this trail at least once. no matter what your infirmities. If you need me to carry you, give me a call. I'll carry you. Peace.
I have hiked to the Y and it is only 1 mile, but it is straight up the side of the mountain. You were known for athletic plays like one-handed catches like Chase Roberts and hurdling defenders like Bear Bachmeier did over Utah. What's your favorite memory from playing under Coach LaVell Edwards?
One-handed grabs and jumping over players. That was a lot of fun at BYU. Someone painted this a couple years ago. The thing I love most about it is my teammate, KL Kealalui, laying a wicked block on this Arkansas State guy. Such a fun memory. What was the best thing about playing football for LaVell Edwards? It was definitely the people side of it. He was the greatest person. He created this environment that made it so fun to play football and be at BYU. Much the same as what Kalani Sitake has done at BYU. He's created an environment for all the guys to thrive, for the fans to feel proud of the way that BYU represents the school and the church. That was LaVell Edwards. He created that a long time ago. He created it for all of us. And then he made it so that like our teammates, our coaches, we all meant the world to each other. And it was so fun to play for each other and to represent BYU. And LaVell was one of a kind. LaVell, you can't even say LaVell without saying Patty either. They were a package deal, and they were the best in the business, the greatest coach to ever coach college football.
I never met LaVell Edwards in person, but I really love Kalani and how he represents BYU to the world. You served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Taiwan. Can you share a specific experience that strengthened your faith and prepared you for future obstacles? How did learning Mandarin and serving others in Taiwan influence your perspective on perseverance and surrounding yourself with greatness?
Serving as a missionary in Taiwan changed my life in every way, and it was all about the people. I fell in love with the people because I was trying to serve them and help them, and it was really the first time in my life that my focus wasn't on me all day long. And the missionaries that I met and were companions with, they changed my life too. Larry Harmer, Rob Lamb, Scott Hardy, right on down to so many of them. I could sit here all day and talk about all the missionary companions that changed me. Learning Chinese was so hard. The language was tough. Had to pray like crazy, work like crazy. It was every day. It was relentless. And it just taught me so much about how to get things done in life. It takes effort. It takes persistence. It takes consistency. And it takes a lot of prayer. I mean, I definitely have learned to include Heavenly Father in everything I'm trying to do in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. That being a missionary was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It taught me how to work, taught me to set goals, taught me how to view eternity with the right perspective. When bad things happen, instead of losing my mind, I'm able to keep things in perspective, because that is Jesus Christ. He is perspective. He gives us an eternal, long-range view of everything. And I'm so grateful for him. I'm so grateful that I learned his atonement as a missionary, and I learned what he went through for me, and that he knows every bit about me, and he's with me. He's promised to walk right by my side, and that's a promise that I hold dear. And I could talk all day on this one. One of the most important parts of serving a mission is your mission president. And so I started with Kent and Watson, and Kent and Connie Watson just changed my life. They were the best. They taught me how to do a full day's work and to work hard. They taught me how to love the Savior. They taught me how to love other people. They were so patient with me. At the end of my mission, I worked with the Carmacks. So Elder Carmack of the 70 was our mission president for a month. And then Tim Strafford came in for another month. And I'm so grateful for the Watsons and the Straffords. And as a 19, 20, 21-year-old kid, to mentor me, to teach me, to lift me, to guide me, and then to be a mentor in my life every day going forward for over 30 years now is incredible. What a blessing for
for missionaries to have mission leaders in their lives that love them and care about them. That's I just had the greatest experience with mine. So thank you, Watsons. Thank you, Straffords. I will never be able to thank you enough. So that's what eternity's for.
Missions are amazing opportunities to learn and grow. Shifting back to football for a moment, going from undrafted to earning 3 Pro Bowl selections with the Eagles is an incredible underdog story. What were the keys that helped you succeed in the NFL?
Brad, you asked what were the keys to help me be a good player in the pros, to go from undrafted free agent to 3-time Pro Bowler. Great question. The number one thing is I could catch the ball really well and I ran good routes. That's what I learned here at BYU. My coaches, from Coach Chow on down, they taught me how to make plays, how to catch the ball, how to run good routes, and understand the offense. So even though I was cut twice in the NFL, that's one thing I could always do, is catch the ball well, run good routes. I felt comfortable making plays in the offense. The hard part about the NFL is the hard part about the NFL. You're going against the best players in the world, and it takes everything you've got and more. So one of the keys to my success was praying and reading the Book of Mormon and the scriptures constantly with my wife, by myself. That was important to me. I also listened to great music. So driving into work, I remember listening to "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing," and I'm trying to be like Jesus, and I'm bound for the promised land. Those were some of the great songs that pumped me up. But there were so many things that helped me in the pros, and of course, when I got with Andy Reid and the Philadelphia Eagles, things went really well. I love Andy Reid, one of the greatest football minds in all of football at any level. And he was so cool with me, and he plugged me into the offense. I had an amazing quarterback, Donovan McNabb, that was so athletic and so incredible, threw me the ball. We had a great offense, a great team. Our defense was stacked. Brian Dawkins, Jeremiah Trotter, Troy Vincent, those guys were incredible. So great teams with the Eagles, great coaching. What an experience. I'm so grateful. I look at the whole thing like, what an amazing opportunity and experience I had. Boom.
You mentioned your wife. You're married to fellow BYU All-American Michelle Fellows, and you have 7 children. How do you and Michelle balance family life with your demanding careers? And what role has family played in your life?
Brad, you talked about my wife, Michelle. She was a 2-time All-American volleyball player at BYU. Definitely the best athlete in the family. And what have we done in our lives to balance family life, work? We have the same pressures everyone else does. And one thing we've tried very hard to do in our life is to read the Book of Mormon together. So every night we get together and we read a chapter of the Book of Mormon and talk about it. It's one of those things that brings us together. When it's dinner time, our kids have practices. We're all in a million different directions. But before we go to bed, hopefully we get a time to read a chapter of the Book of Mormon. We talk, we're together, we pray together, we hug each other after every prayer. That's what we've done as a family. Michelle is my rock. I'm so grateful for her. The best thing that ever happened to me in my life was to be married to Michelle. I'm so thankful for who she is. She doesn't care about stuff. She cares about people. She has full integrity. Her spirit is sweet. She loves people. She loves Jesus Christ. She loves the gospel. And all of that is my strength. She tempers me. She lifts me. She supports me. It's just, I'm so grateful for the plan of salvation. I'm so grateful that families are what God cares so much about, that He wants us as families to be saved forever. He wants us as moms and dads to have kids. He wants us to teach our kids the truth and the light, the gospel of Jesus Christ. He wants us to love them, help each other overcome our obstacles and challenges. That's where everything happens, inside the home, in a family. So there you go. Boom.
She sounds amazing. As Senior Associate Athletic Director for Development, what excites you most about fundraising for BYU Athletics and supporting the next generation of Cougars? What do you fundraise for and how do you do it?
Brad, I've been doing development or fundraising for BYU Athletics for 15 years. I love it. I love getting to know the student athletes and helping them. I love getting to know our amazing coaches and helping them. The way I do it is build relationships with people who love BYU, people who want to go to the games. I help them know what it takes to be in the Cougar Club. Where do they want to sit for games? Okay, I just help them find out where they want to sit, help them do it, try and tie their hearts and minds with our coaches and student athletes, help them love it as much as I do. It's been a great adventure. I absolutely love working with these student athletes and seeing them come in and dominate and then go out with the experiences they have. I love what BYU Athletics provides for them and the world. I think what they try as hard as they can to stand for means something. They leave here as leaders. They leave here with great experiences. Definitely, I feel like our world is in great hands with this next generation of incredible kids who are doing amazing things. I love it. So come one, come all. Help BYU Athletics stay relevant, help this momentum keep going. Cougar Nation is just so incredible. I'm blown away by the generosity. People here are already paying 10% of their money in tithing. They're giving away other monies to fast offering. They're giving away other monies to charities and their families. And on top of all of that, they want to help BYU athletes thrive. It's amazing to me. I'm so humbled by it.
Fantastic. It sounds like a truly inspiring and impactful role and fun. Has NIL and other changes in college athletics affected your approach to fundraising?
Has NIL changed the way fundraising works at BYU and around the country? Yeah, it totally has. It's a new part of what we're doing. It's like every part of college athletics was just tipped upside down and shaken, and boom, here we go. Rev share, NIL. Traditional fundraising is still so important. So when we talk to people, some donors love to give to BYU. They love to give to BYU a lot more than they want to give to an individual player. Some donors want to give to an individual player. They know how important it is for us to be able to recruit individual players. They know how important NIL is. So both the rev share and then, with the business deal, NIL is different, but yes, it's changed. People are all the way across the spectrum. They want to give for good tickets, or they want to just give just to help BYU or the church or philanthropy. So the fact that people give is like the most humbling part of my job. I see the kindest, best people, and my job's all about people. In my 15 years here at BYU, I've met some of my best friends. I've met some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life, and I'm so grateful for the whole experience. I started here as a football player years ago, and it feels like full circle now that I'm just seeing how it all works, seeing people strive to make their lives better, helping them, achieve their dreams. Very, very cool. I love it. And the mission of BYU, I'm all in. I love it. So there we go.
I wish I could support BYU more, but I cheer for you all. I am loud inside. Finally, looking back, how do you hope your legacy at BYU as a player, alumnus, and administrator inspires current student athletes?
I think one way that I would like to help the student athletes here at BYU is just knowing, as a former player, alumnus, administrator, that BYU will help you get to the highest levels of pro sports or life. Whatever you want to do. Like, I don't think there's a better place in the universe than BYU to be in a great environment, to be with great people, to do it the right way. The honor code is here, not to put anyone down, but to protect us, keep us in a safe spot where we could be as successful as possible, and it all works. That's doing it the BYU way. I love it. I'm so proud of the people that work here, so proud of our coaches. I'm so proud of the student athletes that choose to come to BYU and dominate. I wish every single one of them the best luck ever, and I'm happy to help.
Chad Lewis, you are a legend. Thank you for letting me do this unique interview with you. It was a pleasure to hear and feel your passion and testimony of Jesus Christ. I am so grateful for your friendship. I'm also kind of jealous of your various BYU sweatshirts and jackets. Thank you so much for sharing your story with me.
Brad, thanks so much for doing this interview with me. It's amazing. Here you are battling ALS, and you're refusing to sit and do nothing. You're doing good. You're spreading good. You're spreading hope. We both share this love of BYU that's awesome. I'm so grateful for BYU, love what BYU stands for. And I want you to know how grateful I am for Jesus Christ, that he is my Savior, my Redeemer. He is the Messiah. It makes a difference in everything I do. I'm so thankful for him. Thankful for my family, who I love so much. And just want you to know it's been a pleasure for me to be here at BYU these last 15 years, and then before that as a player. Love what BYU stands for and how hard everyone works here. The coaches, the student athletes, administrators, professors, presidents, everyone trying their best to make BYU what it should be. So best of luck with this, putting this thing together. It's just amazing what you're doing. You're incredible. So I love you. Look forward to getting together again. And I say this after the resurrection, we're going to race. Hopefully I still got some speed, but I got a pretty good feeling you're going to smoke me. So with that, peace. We'll see you very soon. Bye.
That's all for this episode of Future Link Interview with Brad Smith. Chad, thank you truly for being my guest, for your generosity with your time, and for sharing your incredible journey with such authenticity, humility, and inspiring faith. From your walk-on days at BYU to Pro Bowl moments in the NFL, and now giving back to the Cougars you love, this conversation was everything I hoped it would be and more. To everyone watching, thank you for joining us on this journey. If Chad's stories of perseverance, surrounding yourself with greatness, turning obstacles into triumphs, and putting faith and family first inspired you, strengthened your resolve, or simply reminded you what's possible, that's exactly why I'm doing this. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube at ALS Cyborg so you never miss a future conversation. Follow me on X at ALS Cyborg for updates on new episodes, behind the scenes, and more. If you'd like to support the podcast and help me keep bringing these stories to life, you can subscribe on X for $5 a month or send a one-time donation via Venmo to ALS Cyborg. Every bit of support means the world and directly helps make more episodes possible. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Until then, stay curious and stay connected.